Hello, hello everyone. I'm gonna give it a second and I know, hello, how is everybody? This is Debbie, it's Wednesday. Sorry, I had some family issues I had to take care of before I could hop on live. As I'm sure you guys know, with school starting, adapting to new schedules is a little bit weird. I don't know about you guys. My daughter's hybrid in high school. Hey, Kristen, which means she's in school 3 days a week, then does nothing for two. They have nothing to do. Then next week she'll be in school 2 days and then have nothing for 3 days. So I'm not sure what kind of education she's going to be getting this year for being a junior in high school. So I had to deal with some stuff with that. So thank you for being patient and hopping on just a bit late today. Hey, Birdie. So how exciting. We had our breast cancer awareness nails come out yesterday. They're gorgeous. And we have Thanksgiving and Halloween or holiday coming out these next couple weeks, which will be super fun too. So October is a great month. Hey, Jackie. Hey, Annette. Yeah, it is crazy. So it's a super exciting month, you guys. It's funny because I've always looked at fall. Fall is such a crazy good time for direct sales. It's a great time for vending events, which people are starting to get it now. It's a great time to have in-home or online parties. So make sure you guys are filling your calendars with the new stuff coming out. It's a great way to reach out to people to have nail bars. So as we know, our income can come from our own sales, right? Of course we do. That's where we can kind of control our money. When new stylists start, I'm always telling them, figure out how much money you want to make and then backtrack it according to an average nail bar. So if an average nail bar is $300, you'll make about $75. So see how much you want to make a month and plan accordingly. With that many nail bars in the month, right? So if you know you want to make $500, you need to do more than one nail bar. Well, another way you can earn money in our business, which is amazing, is by building a team. So you can make money for sure. You get 25% of whatever you sell. If you sell over $600, you can earn up to 35% with enhanced commission. But then you can also choose the route of bringing team members on along with doing your own business. And then you can really make some more money. So today I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about that, about what to do. You hear sponsoring, you hear bringing people in their team. And I want to talk to you a little bit about that. I wish I had the magic answer. People say, well, I've shared the business with people. Trust me, I share with a ton of people who say no. So I wish I had the perfect thing to tell you of what to do. But what I can tell you right now, the number one thing you can do to help your sponsoring is talking to people. You've got to tell them about the business and offer them the opportunity, not just let them see what you're doing and hope they magically come to you. Yes, that can happen, but you need to bring it up. Statistically, 1 in 10 people will say yes. So that's a lot of people you have to talk to in order to get that yes, right? So the best thing I can tell you is tell everybody about it. Tell, as many people as you want about it, because the more people you offer it to, the more yeses you can potentially get. But again, you have to bring up the business. So 7 out of 10 people want to own their own business, especially now with COVID. The number could even be higher. Who knows? People are like running out of their jobs. There's still people working from home that used to work in an office. So 7 out of 10 people want to run their own business. Where are those 7 people? So if you're talking to 10, right? Statistically, 1 in 10 will say yes. The other 6 really wish they could be working from home too. So maybe they're not a yes now, but maybe they'd be a yes later. All right. That's a lot. And 41% of those people want to work from home. So 7 out of 10, want to own their own business. 41% want a job from home. All right. So we have both, you guys. You can own your own business and do it from home, especially if they're home working with their kids right now or trying to just get through everything we're getting through with life and how different it is. So I want to give you some tips on some different things with sponsoring. So if you have pen and paper, you can write these down or watch this later if you don't have pen and paper, maybe you're listening on your lunch hour. Um, so the first thing you need to do is you need to stop, quote, recruiting and start sponsoring. Okay, so change your language and your mindset. To me, recruiting kind of gives the idea of, or it does not give the idea really of coaching, mentoring, taught, communicating. It's more like if I recruit you, think of like the Army recruiter. He recruits you, you get in the military, you never see that man again, right? Or that woman, whoever recruited you. So I'm thinking, you want to talk about sponsoring, not recruiting. Hey, I recruited somebody today. And really, I don't think a lot of us use that word, but it is out there, especially in a lot of other businesses. So make sure you are using kind of the right vocabulary, because as a person who is sponsoring, we are sponsoring somebody. If you talk about somebody who sponsors somebody, you sponsor somebody at church, like for confirmation, right? They have a sponsor. Well, or AA has a sponsor. That person not only is there for them right then when they get in, but down the road. That's what we are. We're sponsors. We're there for that person when they come in, but then we're there as a coach and a mentor and a friend on their path. A sponsor is someone who cares about the success of that person as much as their own, and they realize that their success really makes that sponsor feel really good too. So there's a big difference between sponsoring and recruiting. We don't recruit, we sponsor, and we are there to be that person's mentor. All right, something else. Number 2, I want you guys to think about mindset and excitement. All right, your mindset and your attitude make all the difference in the world. If you don't show your excitement and passion when you're talking about the business, why would somebody want to come and do it with you? I was away this weekend with some Color Street gals, and one girl said she literally went on Facebook when she wanted to sign up, pulled up 2 different people's profiles, and went by the one that looked like she'd be more fun because the other one looked boring by her post. So that kind of stuff is real, you guys. So, I mean, if you are the person who is in a bad mood all the time, or you're not excited about the business and you're not posting the great things the business does for you, what's going to attract them, right? Enthusiasm attracts people. Your, happy post, like they see you shouting people out or showing how this business has positively affected your life. Now that's appealing, right? Um, so now when I say be enthusiastic, I've had to tone mine down a little bit because I noticed I was like scaring people off at the beginning. I would offer the business to everybody and anybody because I love the business opportunity, but I would like barf everything in their face. Like, oh my gosh, you have to do this business. It's so great. And you can make so much money. And you can do this and blah, blah, blah. Never did I take the time to sit back for a minute and just say, well, what could this business do for you? So I've had to really readjust how I was offering the business to people, because at first it worked, when it was brand new and we hadn't even opened the door. But then eventually it was like, okay, I need to stop because now I'm in the business and now I'm just puking at them. I need to stop and act a little more chill and just, say something like, well, tell me your goals. What do you see yourself doing with this business? What would you like to get out of this business? And be a little bit more selective on what I say than this huge run-on sentence of verbal barf. So be excited and have a positive mindset, but just, also hone in on it so you're not just like puking everything in their face. Another thing I want you guys to think about is set up goals. How many people do you want to talk to? I know so many people have Circle of Excellence as a goal now. And so you figure 2 people you have to sponsor 2 people to hit Circle of Excellence, right? So roughly I need to talk to 20 people to get those 2 people. So set your goals. How many are you going to talk to? Where are those people coming from? Are you doing follow-up with people? Set goals of how many days a week you're going to do follow-up. If you are out there on Facebook making relationships and connecting, how many people are you going to do that with? A day, a month, a week. You've got to hold yourself accountable to these things. You've got to set up the actions. You can say you want to sponsor 2 people every month, but if you don't talk to people about the business, you're not going to get 2 people. So you need to make that list of people that you are going to, that you've mentioned it to, or maybe, they say it's a 6-month process with building relationships. So the people I'm reaching out to now and getting to know on Facebook, maybe 6 months from now, some of that stuff will come in fruition because now we've been talking and building this relationship. So all of it doesn't happen overnight. Sometimes party guests like that can be a more instant thing because they've been in the party, they're excited, or a hostess who may flip. That sometimes could be quicker. But if you're doing it based on building new relationships, that's not an overnight thing. So where are these 20 people coming from? That's again the importance of parties. That's why we want to do parties, because we need new people. People talk about their VIP group, but that's your same group. So if you are not out there booking parties, getting people in your VIP group, and meeting new people, you're always talking to that same group. And you need new people all the time. We always need to be building new relationships and introducing new people to the business. All right. So have an opportunity pack. This is your next tip. Have something ready all the time. We have those great, should have grabbed one, opportunity brochures. The green brochure that comes in your kit. They're beautiful. And I loved the tip on the call the other night when we were talking about hostess coaching. People go in, I never thought to do that. Circle it, add some fun things, circle it in permanent markers, some things that could appeal to them with stars, or wouldn't this be great? Personalize it for them. So give them that, or have, an envelope or a cute little bag, something with something about the comp plan, the hostess plan. We have a paper out there I used to give out a lot too, of 20 reasons why you should join Color Street. You can put the Jumpstart program in there and then the opportunity brochure. And that just kind of gives them a little speck of everything, right? So have that ready. I know some people have, like links set up that they can send them. I know on my, for example, on my Instagram, I have a link tree. So it kind of links into all different things so they can get information. So, have whatever format you do, or maybe you have a shuffle card. So you have a digital business card with different videos, but whatever you have, be prepared to be able to give it to somebody if they ask about the business. And have them with you. It's one thing to make them, but then be prepared to have whatever this is with you, because you just never know when an opportunity will present itself to talk about the business. So the more prepared you are, you can do it right then and there. We always say, like, to new people, you don't have to know everything about the business, but make sure you're at least somewhat familiar. If you're new, be familiar with, what we sell. Be familiar with the pricing. Be familiar with, if someone asks how much does it cost, it's $129. With tax and shipping, I usually say it's about $154. So have some of that, the basics. Know what our catalog is. So in other words, if you're following anything we do with Color Street, like every 6 months, you probably aren't going to be real up to date. Just kind of have some things in your back pocket to be able to offer them. What magazines we were recently in, or foundations, what foundations we're currently giving to, little things like that you can be able to give them for some street credit of how amazing our business is, or, how much did we grow over COVID, or, oh my gosh, we sold this much, last month, any little tidbits like that. You don't have to know it all, but those kind of things appeal to people. So have some of that in your back pocket to be able to tell them. You always want to be listening for cues, whether you're at a party, at an event, talking to a friend, at the mall, and it's the girl at the checkout. Listen for verbal cues that can lead you to introducing your business opportunity. All right. Someone compliments your nails. That's always an easy one, right? It's Color Street. Have you heard of it? I mean, that's just a gimme. But are you listening to a person who may be talking about how, she has to redo her roof and really needs the extra money, or she stays at home with her kids and she's during quarantine, it's been really hard. She just needs a break sometimes. Her husband works hard and she just feels like she has no break. That might be the perfect person to talk about having a break with Color Street and being able to have a new business. So listen for things If she's talking about needing that new roof, opportunity. You can make money once a week, get paid once a week with a bonus at the beginning of the month if you earn extra money. So those are, just listen and be a good listener, and then just offer that little, plant that seed to them. Hey, I really enjoyed the business I started a few years ago. I've been able to make a lot of some extra money and pay for a lot of different projects around our house. I'd love to share it with you if you're interested. Super easy and low key. Remember, no bar from the info, Adam. I'm really trying to be chill these days with my signing up, or with my sponsoring. Um, Invite your hostesses to join. We've talked about flipping hostesses the other day. Hostesses make the best consultants because they've just done your job. They invited people. They've been posting Nelfies. They've been talking people in their party. They've been doing it all. Now she's going to maximize her rewards by not only getting the free stuff, but she's also going to make money. She already loves the product, and her friends love the product, or she wouldn't have had the party, right? So don't leave that opportunity, don't leave it there. And again, we try to do it. I know many of us go in before we post the link and just say, hey, just something to think about. If you thought about doing what I'm doing, blah, 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 and you offer it before you officially put their link out. And a lot of them say no, but it doesn't mean permanently no. My party last week, I brought it up. She said no. She sells Tupperware, and her party is literally at let's see, $70 right now. So not a huge party, but then all of a sudden I get a message from her today, you know what, I think I do want to sell this. So she signed up today. So she was a no last week. She did not have a successful party so far. And I thought, oh boy, she's not going to see the benefit of it. But you know what? Something about it, she sees the benefit in. And so she still ended up signing up. So you just don't know. That no before the party doesn't mean it's a no after the party. Then also figure out a referral process that you want to do. Maybe they don't want to do it, but when you ask them, if you also say, or if you know somebody, that takes the pressure off them. So, develop language. Oh, no, that's totally fine. I totally get it. I just love sharing my business with other people. So I'd appreciate it if you ever have a friend you could refer to me that you think might be interested. I offer referral gifts to anybody who refers someone to join my team. And then maybe you send them a cute little, whether it's a pack of nails, whether it's, a little thing you put together with little fun stuff from the dollar store, but develop something. So again, referrals are huge. Every time I do anything big, like just today, my neighbors are getting their house painted. So I went up and I asked them, I figure I like these neighbors. If they're using them, that could be a company I want. I need my driveway done. I called another neighbor. Who did you use? Referrals are a big deal. People go to their friends, to find out who they liked and who they used because they trust because a friend used them. Well, it's the same thing with you. If your customers don't love you, they're not going to refer you to their friends for buying the product, let alone selling the business. So, if someone says to their friend, oh God, I've been thinking about signing up for that Color Street, you want that friend to say, oh my gosh, I know this girl, Debbie, she just seems to be doing amazing. I think she'd be really fun to work with. That's what you're hoping for. So build those relationships and let people know it doesn't have to be them, but it could be somebody they know. Practice bringing up the business. Practice with your spouse. Practice with your kids. The more you practice and have them give you random answers of why they can't do it, practice offering it to them. Have them give you a rebuttal and practice what you could say, because we kind of always get very similar answers. I don't have time. I'm way too busy. I already work full time. I don't have the money. Oh, I'm not a salesperson. We get the same answers, you guys. So what is your response back when you hear those comments? All right. I will say I got an interesting one 9 months ago. And then she called me again 2 weeks ago, or last week she was signing up. So this girl for 9 months has been debating, but she doesn't wear nail polish and she wants to be able to sell without the nail polish. And that's when I said, hold on, you probably need to at least try the product because it's going to be hard if you don't wear the nail polish. So I have had to come up with some responses to that of what you say about that. So practice. The more practice you have, the more comfortable you feel, and it's not awkward, and it just kind of becomes more natural. One thing you can do a good way to answer things is telling stories, and it may not be your own story, but someone there's quite a few gals on my team. Like, okay, so the gal who messaged me today, my current hostess, said, I think I want to do this, but I have to tell you, I work full time. I think my daughter and I want to do this, she actually said, but we both work full time and I want to, know if that's possible to do. And I said, actually, we have quite a few girl or ladies on our team, probably over 90% that do work full time. And I find that some of them want to do the business occasionally, and some of them are at the same level that I am with a full time job. So it really is, I've noticed that it's really what you want to make of the business and how much you want to put into it. And so, you give them that flexibility, give them a story. One time I had a stylist who thought she was so busy and she has 6 kids, and I know she was homeschooling and she does a lot of volunteer work. But I found once she had this, it was something that she had all to herself and gave her a little break away, and she was actually able to find time to do it. And then we have lots of scripts out there, for bringing up the business. So make sure you look at some of those and practice. So I statements. Well, we never want high pressure people. None of us do. You hate when you walk in a store and you can tell they're on commission because you like cringe because they're all over you, right? You don't see it much anymore, especially with COVID. There's only about one person working in every store now. But use phrases that draw people in and invite them, such as, I love what I'm doing. I love the flexibility. Our commission plan is so awesome. My team and my upline, they're so incredibly supportive. And say it about I instead of, oh my gosh, you could earn this, you could join. I found I was doing that too. So many people, you could do this. Instead, put it on you. Oh my gosh, I knew so many people in the dance world that I had all these moms that loved to buy it. Oh my gosh, I found that, I was looking for something new for myself, and I found that I have challenged myself to know so many new things that it's unbelievable. I've taught myself, whatever, TikTok and Instagram, I don't know, whatever you want to say. So when you put it on you, it becomes more off-putting. When you put it on you, it becomes, you do this, you. Now you want to give them a compliment, something like, oh my gosh, after you say all these eyes, but then say, I could totally see you doing this. You have such an outgoing personality. People really seem drawn to you. That's a compliment, but not the you of everything. Turn it to talk about what you have gotten out of it, and then, give them a compliment with you. Believe in yourself, you guys. I'm saying probably what? We might have like 5 men on this team. So I'm just going to say, ladies, we are our own worst critics, right? We are so hard on ourselves. And I know no's can be really hard to hear, especially if you get a whole bunch of no's in a row. You think, what am I doing wrong? And I have had that where I've had to reevaluate. Okay, what am I saying? Is it my clothes? Is how I'm offering it? And I've had to tweak things, but I know it comes down on my verbiage. So I've had to, practice different ways. But I'm going to hear no's. Even when I get the perfect language, I'm still going to hear no's. But I'm brave enough to still offer it. I'm not going to make it ever stop me from offering it, because I truly believe in Color Street, and I truly believe and have seen what it's done for people. So I know it's a great opportunity. I just, have to get the verbiage that works well for everybody. And you have to believe in yourself and your business and the opportunity. You have to know it, because people are going to see through it if you don't believe it. Next thing, getting outside of your own network. People will say to me, well, none of my friends wear it. None of my friends are buying it. None of my family. Well, guess what? I have, let's see, one friend that buys all the time of my close friends, a few, maybe a handful that buy, maybe quarterly. And of my family, one sister-in-law that orders regularly. My sister has never ordered from me. My mother has never ordered from me. My mother-in-law, you know, she had a party. She's ordered here and there, but she still doesn't wear it. My other sister-in-law has ordered twice. So guess what? I don't have that either. I had to get out of my own small network really quick because I found they weren't buying into it. So find vending opportunities. That's a great way, you guys, to go get new people and to get new referrals. Again, parties. That's the benefit of parties. You're getting that hostesses friends. That's a whole new network of people. Okay. Get involved in different groups. I know right now it's a little hard with COVID, but joining a church group, getting involved with your kids' school activities. Gosh, if I would have done this when my kids were in elementary school, whew, I think I'd be a diamond executive right now. I was so connected when my kids were in elementary school. It's a little harder with high school and college because you're not at all the school functions. I volunteered for everything, everything. I was in so much stuff at church. I was in stuff with the Arthritis Foundation. I was in stuff in the school. I had many, many circles going. So you guys who are still really super involved, it's a great place to be in all these groups to meet new people. So I have to put myself joining new things to get out there to meet new groups of people because I'm not in those networks the way I used to be. So again, parties are super important to me because that's where, again, I can get to new people. Events, when we do them, are important to me for that reason. So if you have those different social circles, boy, work those while you can. Getting online, social media, we know, is an amazing free source of advertising. So decide your social media strategy. Are you Instagram? Are you Facebook? Are you both? I'm mostly Facebook, but I do stuff on Instagram. Um, you know, do you blog? Are you on YouTube? Or are you on Pinterest? Figure out what you're doing and what you want it to look like. You know, that we give all the social media calendars every month to help you promote business with your other stuff too, which is important. But that's going to draw people towards you. You are telling your story. You're like your own reality show through social media. Well, we know we follow reality shows because we get hooked on these personalities. Let people get hooked on you and then be curious what you do and then maybe want to do it with you. Of course, I know as I say, wear your product. I promise I just took it off today. I have a party tomorrow. I got to put it on, so I'm leaving off till tomorrow. Wear your product or have samples with you all the time. It's important, right? And I know it's a little weird with samples now. We're not around as many people, but you can still hand them a sample even if you're not putting it on. So have it with you. The more you wear it, the better. That's the best thing about our business. I know I've said this before, but at the time I was offered to do Color Street, I was offered to also sell Monet hair products. Well, when it came down to it, who's going to comment on my hair and say, wow, your hair looks so conditioned? What product are you wearing? Or who's going to look at my nails? We have a visible product that everybody looks at that they're going to ask about. So to me, that was a no-brainer. I ended up going, even though the price point at what I would have made per what I sold was higher at the other company compared to our price point, ultimately, I sell a lot more and I make a lot more because we have an inexpensive product, so people buy more and they compliment me on it. So it's much easier topic in conversation. So you're planting seeds all the time. Like I said, little bits, little seeds here and there. You don't have to, oh my gosh, you have to do my business. It might just be someone says they need a new refrigerator. It might be just planting the seed of, oh yeah, gosh, I was able, with my Color Street last year, I was super excited. I was able to buy a new air conditioner and a new furnace. Might be that you may not even say anything about the business right then. Plant little seeds that you can harvest along the way. Add them to your mailing list. Text them here and there. You're demonstrating what you're good at as a consultant and how you're being consistent, and that's showing them, that it shows them what they do, and it's saying to them, maybe I could do that. Personalize your messages. Of course, if you're going to be sending, today's a follow-up day and you're reaching out to people, don't send the exact same thing to everybody. Put their name on there, say something about them. More than likely, you're not sending out 50 messages in a day. So take the time if you're going to message someone about the business, that it is not a copy and paste message, that it has something in there about them that they know. I don't know, it seems like this week I've been getting a whole bunch of ones from people that I don't know that somehow are in my Facebook that are messaging me about doing their business or buying their product, but say they don't say anything about me. I get the hey girl, so personalize it. Um, so promote your upline support and team resources when you're talking to people. We have a fabulous team, you guys. We have a lot of resources now, especially compared to what we used to have. So when you're selling yourself as being their mentor and sponsor, tell them that we have a lot of team resources, that we're a team that shares, we're a team that we're in a Facebook group where everybody gives ideas. There are people in other businesses that they're just kind of dropped. We're not like that. So tell them about things. Tell them about our Punta Cana trip. You guys, if you think about it, we had half of July, August, September. We've only had 2.5 months. We still have October, November, December, January. We are not even halfway done yet, you guys. People can earn the trip to Punta Cana. Tell them that. Tell them about, Hustle for the Holiday that we had. So you can tell them these different things to get them excited and to tell them or to show with them how Color Street offers stuff back to us. Act like a leader, you guys. If you think big, you'll grow big. If you have a team of 3, act like you're training a group of 300, right? Give them information, schedule calls, tell them to get on training videos, celebrate them. Get these habits now so you're ready as your team gets bigger. All right? Show them what you're doing. And talk about the teamwork and how we're a team and how we're a team. Get that in their heads so that they feel like when they start sponsoring people, they'll be able to do that with confidence because they've been able to watch you do what you're doing with your group. Last one, know your commission. You may not know all the way up. I still don't even know all the way up. I don't know, I guess I do know all the way up, but I don't know every detail that I can just reiterate everything at any given second. Like I don't know the volume you have to have it at national, let's say. But know your commission, know what you're going to make, the 25% weekly. You don't have to know every level of enhanced commission by any means, but know that you can earn up to 35%. Know that there's different ranks, that when you start building a team, the higher up in rank you go, the deeper your pay gets. So know a little bit of the lingo. So people ask, you have some information. Again, if you're brand new, you just say, hey, you know what? I just signed up and I'm going to defer you to my sponsor because I don't know these answers yet. But if you've been in it a while, start to learn the commission and know what it is so you can give them a little bit of information. So that is the advice I have for you guys today. I'm telling you guys, like I said, parties are a huge part of our business, but the opportunity can add a whole nother paycheck for you. Obviously, the bigger the team, the higher the rank. I think we all know, we've seen posts, the sky can be the limit with this job. So decide what you want, set some goals, and if you want to bring people in this business, you reap so many rewards beyond money. You reap working with other people, forming those bonds, being part of the leader group, which is fun. So there's so many benefits along with it that, if you haven't thought about it before, maybe it is something you want to start thinking about it, because it is really fun to watch somebody else succeed that's been working on the business. So, all right, I don't look at comments during because then I get sidetracked. So let me just check. I need to do more of that. Follow up is something I need to work on. Follow up. I think everybody at any given time, we might be really good, then you might slack a little bit. It's something that's always going to be there every time you have new people. So just try to get a system so you can keep track of who you're following up with, when you're following up with them, and make sure you carve out time for sure every month. But I do it more than once a month. So make sure that you're figuring those times out, carving out of your schedule, and you are doing follow-up. Linktree, yes, super easy. If you go to my Instagram, Allison, you can see it like in my bio, because you're only allowed to do um, one link in Instagram, so they can click Linktree, and then it sets them into, if you want to sample, if you want to hear more about the business, it can link them to all different things instead of just my website. And I think that's all. All right, you guys. So thank you for tuning in. I hope that helps. I hope that motivates some of you guys. If you hadn't been thinking about sponsoring somebody, maybe you'll consider it now. And it's super fun to do the business with somebody else. Maybe you and that person can earn Punta Cana together. How fun would that be? So keep your eyes open. Always listen. Always start those conversations. But remember, the biggest thing is you've got to talk to people. All right. So everybody have a great Wednesday. Don't forget Tuesdays today. All right. You've been waiting for those Tuesdays. I know on our team call the other night, people were like, I need Tuesdays. So they're out today. So get them because they more than likely will go quick. All right. Have a great day, everybody.